Welcome to Judge of Ghana TV. Akwa Baba, Judge of Ghana TV so.
Are not separate issues. They are all symptoms of a governance system that has failed. The only way to end galamsey, to ensure economic stability, and to root out corruption is to demand systemic reforms. We need a new social contract that prioritizes transparency, accountability, and the well being of all citizens, not just the wealthy and powerful. Demands holding leadership accountable. We are not just calling for an end to illegal mining, we are calling for the resignation of those who have allowed this crisis to fester. We demand the immediate resignation of the following officials: the Minister for Environment, Science, Technology, and Innovation, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the heads of the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the Minerals Commission, and the Forestry Commission. These are the individuals who have failed to protect our environment. We have turned a blind eye to the devastation caused by galamsey, and we have allowed corruption and greed to destroy our natural resources. They have failed in their duties, and they must go. A call to We also demand a full independent audit of all mining licenses granted in the past 5 years. With the results made public, the time for secrecy is over. The people have a right to know how their resources are being managed and who is profiting from their destruction. A call to action. The future is yours to shape, but this doesn't have to be our future. We can break the cycle. We can demand a new social contract, one that holds leaders accountable, that prioritizes sustainability over short-term gains, and that places the well-being of every citizen at the forefront of governance. We can demand a new constitution that ensures transparency, limits the powers of those in office, and creates systems of accountability that prevent the greed and corruption that have brought us to this point. I say to you, rise up, young people of Ghana, rise up and take your place at the forefront of this movement for change. Rise up and demand a government that works for you, not against you. Rise up and be the voice that says galamsey must stop.
This is clear. It's divine. Ghana is scheduled for divine change. That Mr. Chair Martin has picked the last point at the bottom. Everybody who is going to vote will find it very, very easy going straight down to the bottom to vote for Mr. Chair Martin. He will win this election. Mr. Chair Martin is winning this election. And it is very clear that is divinely guided. Change is here. Change is here.
Did you have any issues with the process?
Yeah, of course. When all candidates are exposed to the same rules, and then it gets to balloting, and then you separate political parties from independents, then you are discriminating at the point where everybody ought to be treated equally. Because once we went through the same qualification process, we deserve to be treated the same way. But after all, at the level of the presidency, the people are individuals. Even though a political party is sponsoring a candidate, that candidate be elected as president on their own merits. So in the beginning, we raised the point and we accepted the explanation from the commission that it's been an administrative process. They are willing to look at it again, but they couldn't do it immediately, not at this time. So we accepted that. Having done that, we observed the parties fight amongst themselves. They ended up balloting. But the most important thing is that as we speak now, Mr. Chair Martin has picked number 13, which is the very last slot on the ballot paper. It makes it very, very, very simple for the people who want change in this country to identify Mr. Chair Martin and vote for him. All we have to do is point the electorate to the last slot on the ballot paper of 13. So today we believe Mr. Chermatin is divinely ordained to be president of this country. Change is coming. I didn't accept it for the sake of peace. That's to give in on the wrong premises. I accepted that there would be discrimination, and it is because of discrimination that I protested. All the candidates have gone through the same qualification criteria. We downloaded the same forms. We had to have two persons per district to endorse the forms. We had to file with a vice presidential candidate. We've met the same conditions and we had to pay the same amount of money as political parties. So if we have met the same conditions, why then do you separate independents from political parties at the point of balloting? Then clearly there's discrimination. Now the commission then says, because the commission says that there are only two commissioners here, and it's made up of a commission of seven. And therefore, the two cannot take a decision at this table. But because it's a long-standing convention and administrative procedure, they asked that we accept it for now. It's already in operation, and that they will consider changing it for the next election. We accepted it in good faith because, of course, it's tenable that once it's an administrative process they've been following, to change it with just the authority of two commissioners would have been difficult. To have the entire commission sit and change it may disrupt the election timetable, which we are not interested in. We want this election to go on smoothly because we believe the people of Ghana deserve change. If you see what went on, even after they discriminated against independence, the two major parties fighting over balls. They were fighting over balls for over 1.5 hours. This is not what this country needs. We need a change. And that is why, in spite of the fact that they discriminated, God has divinely put Mr. Chematin in the last spot. Asiaho.
That was the voice of lawyer Yao Boabing Asamoah, the representative of Alan John Kwejo Martin, when he was at the Electoral Commission a couple of days ago and picked number 13, the final spot on the ballot paper for Alan John Kwejo Martin. Lawyer Yao Boabing Asamoah is right. Matthew 20, verse 16 says, this is the World English Bible Version. It says, so the last will be first, and the first last. For many are called, but few are chosen. This scripture confirms that Alan John Kwejo Chiramatin is the chosen, as he's the last on the ballot paper. So if we're looking for some reference points, this is it. Let's continue. Oyiwa, people of Ghana, citizens of Ghana. Somewhat, did you hear what this beautiful, elegant grandmother said, who's leading the Democracy Hub protests? She said, we need a new social contract that involves all the people of Ghana. She's talking about movement for change. Alan John Kwejo Chiramatin. People, she even used the words movement for change. What more evidence do you need that Ghanaians, voters in Ghana, are fed up of National Democratic Congress, NDC, and New Patriotic Party, NPP? We are fed up. 32 years, 16 years apiece. And this is the debacle that Ghana is in. They have thrown us into the gutter. Ghana is in the ditch. Crisis everywhere. From food, from water, economic crisis, junk status by international bodies. And we are going to continue with these two parties. Hey, people of Ghana, shine your eyes well. Mumbie mweni pa 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 pa. Mumfi mweni na monhwe de ekoso. Partisan politics is killing Ghana. We don't need partisan politics. We need good leadership. Hmm? And as I've always told you, the only candidate on the ballot paper, now 13 candidates have been accepted by the Electoral Commission of Ghana. Hmm? The only candidate on the ballot paper who has a comprehensive plan for the people of Ghana, hmm, including the eradication of galamsey in Ghana and the creation of jobs and bringing cash to the country. Nipa a obetumi ayɛ saa adeɛ no yɛ Alan John Kwadwo Kyerematen. He's at the bottom of the ballot paper, number 13, easy to find. Hmm? And this is what I say. I've created my own slogans. Hmm? Sɛ wompɛ nipa a ɔwɔ ɔsoro hɔ a, eh? Kɔ ɛfam hɔ. Kɔ ɛfam hɔ. Na fa wo nsa tim so. Movement for change. Ya na ɛkɔ. Yes. This is what Ghana needs. We need change. Not just moving from one partisan political party to another. Ghana is done with duopoly. Enye Juma. And if we make the mistake, hmm, na yekovotima one of the political parties, NDC and MPP, Ghana for yemfa yensenku yetisu na yensu ma. Because yebebre ankasa. It is going to be a case of 4 more wasted years. Hmm? 4 more years of hardship. Because these people have no good plans. The NPP comes to rape and pillage us. Then NDC comes to continue. What's going to change? Hmm? Was it not John Mahama, ex-president, who was standing on stage in 2020 saying that if he had been voted in, he wants to be voted in 2020 so that he can come and continue Galamsey. That tells you that it doesn't matter whether it is MPP under Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, president, or it is NDC under John Dramani Mahama, ex-president. The value is the same. It doesn't matter which partisan political party we voted for or we vote for. It's just a replacement. The kingpins and the queen pins of Galamsey will just be replaced. And you see, the way they do their things, they will not be the face of the Galamsey people. They'll be hiding behind. And they are chopping the money. Yes. Yes. This is the problem we're having in Ghana here. Yes. Our leaders are corrupt and very divisive. Hmm? Ghana needs a unity party where we are all our brother's keeper. Hmm? God asked Cain after he killed Abel. Hmm? In the Bible, God asked Cain, "Where is your brother?" And Cain said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" That is evidence of greed and corruption and selfishness. Are these not the same character traits that are being exhibited over the last 32 years since 1992 between NDC and MPP? It's the same. So I stand firmly where I am because no one can move me because I stand on evidence and facts. Hmm? And those people who are coming onto my platform to say that lies, 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 and can't bring any evidence and facts. Set up your own platform and bring your own evidence and facts there. Hmm? I'm doing this because I am fed up with the nonsense that is going on in Ghana. This nonsense must stop. We should stop this partisan politics. It is not fit for a burgeoning democracy, an infant democracy like Ghana. It does not work. We need a unity government. And we just don't need a unity government with somebody who's not experienced. Alan John Kujo Chinamatin is an experienced politician. Yes. Clearly, he's not like the New Patriotic Party, NPP. Yes. Because the NPP are so devious. The current leadership of the New Patriotic Party, hmm, they are mafias and they are devious to the extent that if Alan John Kojo Chirmatin, they had any dirt on him, any secret on him, they would have exposed him by now. But Alan was a wise man. He worked with these devious characters and made sure he kept his nose clean. Yes, largely clean. No one is perfect, but he has kept his nose largely clean. Let's give Alan John Kojo Chirmatin, Afra Franto, Butterfly, a chance to lead this country for the next 4 years. And let's see whether he will stick to his great transformational plan or come and give us some nonfa. Yes. And when Alan is moving off the peg, we will come again and say that Mr. Alan Chermatin, you promised us this in your great transformation plan. You're not doing it. Alan is such an open individual because he has laid bare his plans for Ghana. So let's don't get it twisted. Hmm? Alan John Kwejo Chermatin is the only candidate, hmm, on the ballot paper who has said specifically that if he was the president of Ghana today and in the future, he will put a 1 year ban on small scale mining, galamsey, illegal mining, whatever you want to call it, and look at what is going on and clean the waters. We need clean waters in Ghana. Galamsey is not just an NPP, New Patriotic Party, or an NDC, National Democratic problem. It doesn't know party colors. It knows that it is killing everybody because the water bodies are interlinked. As I said in my previous episodes, this is a very, very serious matter. Hmm? I have looked thoroughly at the manifestos of all the parties, the four major or four runners for this election on December 7, 2024. I've looked at New Patriotic Party's manifesto, National Democratic's manifesto, Alan John Kwejo Martin's Great Transformational Plan, and Cheddar's or Nana Kwame Bediakon, Jacob Freedom Caesar's 12 pillars. And I've come to the conclusion that Alan John Kwejo Martin's Great Transformational Plan stands tall over all of them. Ghana needs jobs now. Hmm? The youth of Ghana need jobs now because there's a saying, the devil makes work, hmm, for idle people. This is what is going on in Ghana. Our youth are disintegrating and denigrating to things like scamming, internet fraud, Yahoo Yahoo, prostitution. Oh yeah, hook up. Yes, that's what's going on in Ghana here. When they leave senior high school, that is what they are engaging in because they don't see any future for themselves. Our leaders must create a future for our youth, or Ghana is doomed. You might not like my narrative, but my narrative is based on facts and evidence. So if you, I don't mind you commenting, and I'm not somebody who's asking people to like, share, subscribe that much, because I'm just saying what I know is the truth. Because 2 Corinthians 13 verse 8 says, you can do nothing against the truth, but only for the truth. So I believe in truth, because truth is the only thing that will make us free. Yes. I believe in the things of God, the Most High God. And I think that we need to be realistic with ourselves. Between these two parties, Ghana is going nowhere. Yes. So me, I don't care who is elected to power. All I want to see is see results, and good results for Ghana. I want the best for Ghana. And in my estimation, the best for Ghana is Alan John Kwejo Chirmatin. These protests prove that partisan politics doesn't work in Ghana. So let's change our hands and vote for unity government and see if that will work for Ghana. I believe it will work for Ghana because everybody will be included in governance. The opinions of everybody will be included. Ghana will be first under unity government. And it won't matter what color, who you support, what affiliation, you have your part at the table. Yes. So let's vote for Alan John Kwejo Chirmatin, Movement for Change. Forget about these other parties. Cheddar's got some good ideas, but I don't think he's ready. First of all, you need to deal with the canker that we have at the moment. After that, when things are settled, we can have candidates like Cheddar coming up and running Ghana because we have a sound foundation. The foundation of Ghana is weak, it is broken. Hmm? If the foundations are broken, what are the people going to do? We need a transitional leader in Alan John Kwejo Chiramatin to come and fix the foundations of Ghana so that based on good foundation, the good work of our first and founder of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, can carry on. Because we lost our way after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was removed from power and we didn't continue his legacy. That is why we are where we are. Successive governments, both New Patriotic Party and National Democratic Congress governments, failed Ghana. Yes. And the one that was going to help them with the factories, hmm? New Patriotic Party sabotaged Alan John Kwejo Chiramatin. Can you imagine somebody who wrote his one district, one factory? Then they go and put it in the office of the president. Is that not sabotage? Hmm? And we now know that the sabotage started in 2011 because NAPO, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, when New Patriotic Party launched their manifesto in Takrady just the other day, he said the genesis of where New Patriotic Party is at today started in 2011 in a famous hotel in Bolga. Hmm? When at 2 a.m., then candidate Akufo-Addo sent his security to wake him up. And when he went down to the canteen of the restaurant, Nana Addo was there on his own. And Nana Addo told him in confidence that there were only three people in New Patriotic Party he was going to leave the party to when his tenure comes to a close. Dr. Baumia, him Napo, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, and another person who he left unnamed. It is clear from the Japadia documents, which they claim that Chebi Mafia claim is fictitious. It is clear that they had an agenda to eradicate all the Asantes Yes, and all their accounts, and to use all means necessary, strong arm people, pay bribe and corruption to make sure that Dr. Baumia was elected the flag bearer of New Patriotic Party. As I always say, I don't even know why Kennedy Japan is wasting his time. Hmm? He should have left a long time ago, or should have left with Alan, because Alan has made the wisest, boldest decision of his life. It's better late than never. I would have said he should have left earlier, but nyamembre nimbre pa. Yes, this is the best time for Alan to have left. Look at the how the economy is and the country is. It's a mess. It's a mess. God have mercy on Ghana. And I'm glad that this 3 day protest is going on, because galamsey is affecting us negatively and killing us through the food chain and the water chain. I've said it in various episodes, and I say it again. This is not about MPP or NDC. It's not about partisan politics. It's about our very lives. Because water is life. Hmm? And water is what feeds into everything we do as individuals to live. Look, there are three things a man needs: food, including water, clothing, so we can protect ourselves from the elements, and somewhere to stay, accommodation or shelter. If a man has these three basic things, everything else is a bonus. I've said this time and time and time again. I'm not here to get people liking me. I'm here to speak the truth to people, sound minded adult individuals who are going to vote on December 7th, 2024. Vote for Alan John Kwejo Chiramanten, because otherwise, out of the people who have put themselves up for leadership, he's the only one that is talking sense. Let's vote to him and give him a try. Let's see Unity Party. Yes, people say, oh, he's just like Nanadu. We should give him a try. Why shouldn't we give him a try? Are we not trying John Dramani Mahama if he's voted? Are we not trying him again? Because he failed the first time. That is why we are where we are. That is why we are where we are now. The cumulative effect of successive NDC, National Democratic Congress, and New Patriotic Party, NPP governments is what has led us to where we are today. Let's try unity government. United we stand, divided we fall. Now, let's watch some scenes from the Democracy Hub protests in the 37 area of Accra.
Our rivers has to be cleaned now.
Look at our rivers.
So this is the water
Yes.
because of the galamsey.
Fellow Ghanaian, you mean you don't know?
No, everything, but I just want to.
Yeah.
say
We
that
know. Yes, fellow. Is this not from the river?
Yes,
When
the
the
river.
fellow went and brought it for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, for a river, yeah.
No.
Fellow
Do
Ghanaian,
you love yourself? If you don't love yourself,
Just
just
take
have
it.
drink.
Just take some. Just take a
Do
sip.
you love?
Take a sip.
No, you.
I love
Who met
myself.
you?
Yeah.
Who met you? Test it. Oh yes, you only communion.
I know,
You
right, I know, yeah.
only communion. This is you only communion. I don't know who met you, sir.
It's the water.
No, it's only
Let's
communion.
see communion. If you like, come, we'll bring you some to drink.
Ghana here, getting a wow.
We want clean water now. Not in 2
You want
years'
everything
time.
to be fixed
We
now.
want it now.
It's now or never.
Can
you imagine? If an elderly woman with a grey hair is on the street, then you, the youth, you are in the ghetto.
Oh,
Yes.
Are you okay?
We are
If
not
an
okay.
elderly person
We are not
can be on the
okay.
street with a grey hair,
Yes.
you
She almost got run over by a car.
smoke,
Yes. One woman was driving on top of us. So my legs and my back paining me now.
Yes, yes.
But we recorded her. So we will get her. Thank you.
I like this one. Catch you, we are devils in power. Missy, catch you, not the leader. We are taking over. Yes. Yanti baby, almost your power. Almost see, almost yes. The power to God.
No more galamsey. We want clean water and we want it now.
The receiver is out.
Irresponsible leaders, irresponsible minds, selfish, greedy bastards. You are destroying
Let's go.
our country. You are destroying our country. You are destroying the forest reserves. Akufo-Addo, resign now.
Yes.
You said you will put your president.
Stop. My grandchildren are not going dirty water. So clean water now. We cannot afford dialysis. I have many grandchildren. I have many children. How am I supposed to afford dialysis for them? There's no work for the youth. Galamsey must end now, not tomorrow. No more talk.
You say you program see this thing. It will not bring anything. You be
Same way who their course so enra were in crime. 37 area ho ena saa gichire koye course wo ho. Aha. Nti say modwen say is a joker ena for 3 days so day 1 pony. Wo de ye be hwe de be course day 2 ni day 3 because nneɛma nkɔ yie wɔ ɔman no mu. Ɛna ɛfiri ɛmambuo bɔne from New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress since 1992. Ɛno na ama kuro no atete apansam. Nti mohu wei wie no meja mo ha. If you like this type of content, like, share, subscribe, and certainly comment. Bye for now.
President Nato, listen you through the night. We rise and stand, but the water's turning bright. Families pray for their sons, left for some gold. In the rivers of pain, stories untold. Yeah. Where's the mercy? Lives ain't your play toy. Let's stand together, hear the people's voice. Now the adult making a stand today. Stop the money, the pain we can't delay. This fight is vital for life and liberty. It's pointless dying, that's plain to see. Through the fields and streams, screams that go loud. The greed for gold shouldn't build a shroud. Hey, save our lands, protect the life we own. In the silence of wealth, the sorrow's grown. Yeah, diamonds fade, but these lives they stay gold. President 9 of the stories we told. Now the adult making a stand today. Stop the money, the pain we can't delay. This fight is vital for life and liberty. It's pointless dying, that's plain to see.
Rise up, voices in unity in the sea. Power and hope, reclaim your dignity. Reaching for change, destiny's door. Save our world before there's no more. Now the idol make it stand today. Stop the mind and the pain we can't delay. This fight is vital for life and liberty. It's pointless dying, that's plain to see.